friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Athura Deshmukh and this today's video we are going to learn about nutrition in plants part 5th. So let's start our lecture. So friends, in the last lecture we have studied about how to perform iodine test and what is the result we get, and we have also studied about what is meant by algae and the mode of nutrition in the algae. If you have not seen that video, so the link is given in the description. Go and watch it. So friends, let's move to the next part. Cuscuta is called the parasites. Okay friends, in the last lecture we have studied that Cuscuta is a type of plant which depend on the other plant, which plant it is the nearest plant. Means if we have taken that example of mango plant, if a Cuscuta plant is planted near a mango plant, then the Cuscuta plant can't make their own food. They need to take the food from the mango plant, and the mango plant is the host of Cuscuta plant. So such type of nutrition is called as parasites. Are we and other animals also kind of parasites? You should think about it and discuss with your teacher. Okay friends, here is a question asked that does we human beings and other animals are parasites? So the answer is no, because we human beings and animals contain the parasites. There are mainly two types of parasite, that is endoparasites and ectoparasites. Endoparasites are that parasites which take the nutrition, which take the food from the body, from living in the body of a human being or animal, and they some of the amount they take food of our from our food. Okay friends, and the example of endoparasites is the example of endoparasites is tapeworm and helminthes. Okay friends, there is a helminthes, not platyhelminthes. There is a difference between helminthes and platyhelminthes. So next type is ectoparasite. What is meant by ectoparasite? Such living organisms, such parasites which take the nutrition, which take the food from the outer surface of the living organisms like human beings and animals. The example of ectoparasites is Plasmodium and mosquito. Plasmodium vivax and mosquito. These are the two types of parasites, and that is why the human beings and animals are not parasites. Okay friends, let's move to the next part, and that is the have you seen or heard of plants that can eat animals? There are few plants which can trap insect and digest them. Okay friends, have you ever seen that a plant is trapping an insect? Means a plant is trapping an insect and getting the nutrition from that insect? Yes, there are some plants that take the nutrition, that take the food, that acquire the food from eating the animals, bacteria, insects, small insects like butterfly, caterpillar, and etc. Like human beings eat animals and animals eat another animals. Okay friends, these plants trap that insect, means they trap that insect, and when they trap that insect, they digest it and they get the nutrition. Okay friends, is it not amazing? Such plants may be green or some of the other color. Such type of process like human beings, means they are getting nutrition from animal. It is very amazing thing. It is very amazing thing to learn. Okay, such type of plants which are getting the nutrition, which are trapping the animals and getting the nutrition, are of very various colors, like in the blue, yellow, then red, and etc. Means they are not in a specific color. Like green plants which make their own food are of green color. They all offer green color. Okay, means there is no fixed term that these plants will be of green color or of red color or of blue color. Means there are many colors in this plant, in the spaces of this plant. Okay, Look at the plant in a figure 1.6. The pitcher like or a jug like structure is modified part of the leaf. Okay friends, in the figure 1.6, what we get to see? We get to see that the plant has many jug-like structure lying behind the leaf. Lying behind the leaf. What is the use of that jug-like structure? That jug-like structure is used to trap that insect and get the nutrition. It is a very modified part. Why it is a very modified part? Because it trapped the insect, it get the nutrition, and due to which it is a very modified part. Like it is a very modified part or important part like chlorophyll. Because if the plant doesn't have chlorophyll, plant can't make the food. They can't make the process of photosynthesis. Means it is same like as, okay friends. Okay, the apex of the leaf forms a lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. Means friends, the apex. What is mean by apex? Here is the apex like structure, that is the lid. What is the importance of that lid? That lid is used to trap. It is like an cap. It is like a cap of bottle or any other thing. Okay, means it works like a lid. Means when an insect came and sit on that leaf or that part, then that lid suddenly get trapped. Mean it suddenly get close and it fall that insect down, and then it digests that. It is like a mouth. Like we take food in our mouth and then we close our mouth and we chew that food and digest it. Means it is all like us. Inside the pitcher there are hair which are directed downward. When an insect lands in a pitcher, the lid closes and trapped insect get entangled into the hair. Okay friends, it is all same like what I have seen in the last few minutes. That means when that insect came on and sit on that leaf or that jug like structure, then that lid suddenly get closed and it falls, that it entangled that insect to downwards, and then in that last portion or the downward portion has digestive juices, and it digests that insect and they get the food. Okay friends, the lid closes and the insect is trapped. The insect is digested by the digestive juices secreted in the pitcher and its nutrients are absorbed. Means friends, when that insect go down, and then that time the digestive juices work on that insect and it get digested, and that plant get food. Okay friends, this all process which I have telling from few minutes, it is a process due to which by which the plants, these types of plants make the food. Like the photosynthesis is a process, the whole process, like plant take carbon dioxide from atmosphere, then sunlight from the sun, and water and minerals from the soil. These all things, like, and how does the plant get it, and how does the plant absorb it. This all process is as like same as this. Such insect eating plants are called as insectivorous plants. Means such plants which are eating the insect, they are getting nutrition from that insect, or they are depend on that insect. Such type of plants are called as insectivorous plants. Why they are called as insectivorous plant? Because they are depend on the insect. They are depend on the insect to get their nutrition. So what is the example of insectivorous plant? The example of insectivorous plant is pitcher plant, then Venus flytrap, then Dorsera, and the last and very common is the common butterwort. What is the name of that plant? That is the common butterwort. Okay friends, is it possible that such plants do not get all the required nutrients from the soil in which they grow. Means friends, uh, that is that thing happen that plants are taking whole of nutrition. They doesn't need sunlight, they doesn't need carbon dioxide, and they doesn't need the water and minerals. They only need the insect. Then is it possible that plants will need the minerals from the soil? Okay, friends, the minerals, we know that the plants need many minerals from the soil, like nitrogen in a soluble form. Okay, nitrogen in a soluble form. Okay, like does this plant need? So this all things we are going to learn in our next topic. So let's move to the next topic. And in the figure 1.6 it is clearly shown that how does it work, the pitcher plant. This is a photo of pitcher plant. Okay, friends, so our next topic is saprotrophs. What is saprotrophs? Means it is a type of nutrition, mode of nutrition. So let's move to the next part. What is meant by saprotrophs? You might have seen packets of the mushroom sold in a vegetable market. You may have seen fluffy umbrella patches growing in a moist soil or on a rotting wood during the rainy season. Figure 1.7 shows that. Okay, friends, if we have commonly see that, means in a daily life, or in a, means rarely, or means sometimes, means many times we see that the mushroom which we eat or which we get from the market, or the rotis, a daily life example I will give that. If we keep a roti, um, from since 4 to 5 days, after 4 to 5 days you will be able to see that roti has green and fluffy patches, that is of different color, white, gray, green and black also. Means that there are different color of that patches, and it is very fluffy, and where it is grow, it grows in a moist air. Means where there is a amount of water in the air, means where there is a moist air in that particular area, then that plant or that object will suffer from that type of organism. That is organism, that is not a disease or any other. That is organism which get that nutrition from that roti or that mushroom or any other. Okay, these all things are shown in a figure 1.7. Pockets of mushroom, you can see that there are brown peaches on that pocket of mushroom or that mushroom. Okay, friends, let us find out what type of nutrition they need to survive and from where they get them. Okay, friends, what type of nutrition it is? Means they are surviving on that roti, they are surviving on that food. Why they are surviving on that food? And how does they get that food from that food? Okay, this all things we are going to learn now. So let's move to the next part. So here is an activity given, that is take a piece of a bread and moisten it with the water. Okay, friends, we have to take a bread, we have to take a piece of bread, and what we have to do, we have to moist it. Means we have to put some, means 4 to 5 drops or 1 to 2 spoons of water on that bread. Leave it in a moist warm place for 2 to 3 days or until fluffy patches appear on them. Figure 1.8 shows that. Okay, friends, if you have taken that bread and then you have put on that 2 to 3 spoons of water on that bread, and it moist, and it you keep it in a moist air, where there is water in that air for 2 to 3 days. Okay, friends, and you keep that bread until that green patches came on that bread, which is given in the figure 1.8. What is given in the figure 1.8? That is the green patches shown on it. Means the green patches are coming. that green patches means it is of not only green color, it is of many color like white, gray, black, etc. Okay, what is if the color of this patches means what is the color of this patches? This is a green color. This is a green color. Observe the patches under a microscope or a magnifying glass. Okay friends, we know that what is meant by magnifying glass or microscope. Okay, and we know that what is the use of that. We use this for seeing the bacteria or the organism which we can't see by our naked eyes. So take that microscope and put on that means watch that bread from that microscope, and what will you see? What will you see? Write down your observation in that notebook. Means what does you see? Or you see an organism which is moving, or you see an organism of different color which is looking outer, which is looking different from outer side and looking different from the inner side. These all things you note down in a particular notebook. Okay friends, you will see cotton like threads spread on that piece of the bread. Means you will see that the cotton like threads, we know that what is the, how does the cotton look? It looks very smooth, fluffy, shiny, and it is very soft like that. The like that it is, let's see, we can watch it on that bread. So this organism is called as fungi. What is the name of this organism which we are studying from the last few minutes? That is fungi. What is the fungi? Fungi is the organism, fungi is the green patches which came on a particular object which is came in a moistened air. Okay, they have a different mode of nutrition. They absorb the nutrition from the bread. Means this fungi have a different mode of nutrition. They don't have autotrophs. They are not autotrophs. They are not parasitic. They have different type of nutrition. They have different type of nutrition, and they get the nutrition. They absorb the nutrition from the substance like breads, roti, mushrooms, and many other things which have high amount of carbohydrates. Means we know that bread contain a large amount of carbohydrate, is a source of carbohydrates. Roti is also source of carbohydrate because roti is made up of wheat, and wheat is a example of carbohydrates. Okay friends, the mode of nutrition in which organism take in nutrition from the dead and decaying matter is called as saprotropic nutrition. Means friends, what is meant by saprotropic nutrition? In this nutrition, in this mode of nutrition, the living organism take the food, acquire the nutrition from such type of organism, such type of material which is dead, which is decayed, which is completely decomposing, which is going to decompose. Okay friends, such type of nutrition means from which the nutrition get is called as saprotropic nutrition. Such organism with saprotropic mode of nutrition are called saprotrophs. Means friends, we know that the parasites. What is the parasites? Parasites are the organism which do the parasitic mode of nutrition to make the food. Like that, saprotrophs are the organism which make the food by the process of saprotropic nutrition. Okay friends, fungi also grown on pickles, leather, clothes, and other articles that are left in a hot and humid weather for a long time. Okay friends, fungi also grows in our pickles. If you see that, if we have taken a pickle of or a mango pickle or a lemon pickle or any other pickle, if we take that and if we keep that pickle in a place where there is a moist air for 4 to 5 to 10 days, after some time you will get to see that there is a fungi, there is green patches, and that green patches are fungi. Okay, and we will also see that leather, our shoes are mainly made up of leather. If we see that a shoes which is not used from since 4 to 5 months or 1 to 2 years, then that leather have green patches called as fungi. Means the fungi acquire the nutrition from pickles, leather, clothes, and other articles that are left in a nature, that are left in a hot and humid condition, weather, or humid or moist air. Okay, friends. During the rainy season, they spoil many things. Ask your parents about the means of a fungi in your house. Means friends, during the rainy season, it happens very time. That means the fungi comes everywhere. You don't like that color and everything else. Means this this is a very, means it is very irritating thing that fungi destroys our food. That fungi destroyed our food. And here is another activity given us, that you have to ask your parents that what does the fungi do if that fungi apply on a particular object. Okay, fungal spores are generally present in a air. Okay, friends, another part we will see in the next part. Okay, so at the last time I will say you that like, share and subscribe my channel if you like my video. Thank you.